Yo, YouTube, what's up with your boy, Sports and Fitness Rants? I'm back, guys. Click that like button. Subscribe to my channel. What's up, y'all? Welcome back, guys. Welcome back, man. Got another great video for you guys today, as usual, man. You guys know the deal on this channel. It's all about setting the record straight, stopping the lies, stopping the narratives, stopping them from rewriting history. And in this video, we're going to talk about LeBron James, and you know we're going to talk about this D'Angelo Russell thing. They trade D'Angelo Russell off the Lakers, if you guys don't know. I'm sure you guys have known. It's breaking news, man. Another trade for LeBron James and the Lakers. And it's more the same, guys. And we're going to talk about this video because I wrote down a list of names of the players that have come in and out of the Los Angeles Lakers roster over the years since LeBron James has been there, man. And it's absolutely insane. The names, the amount of players that the Lakers have fluctuated in and out of their lineup, man. And once again, this goes to the inconsistency that I'm always alluding to, guys, about LeBron James and his teams. You can't be consistent when you're always trading players. And it's more the same. LeBron James needs more help. They got to make a change. They got to get rid of this guy. They got to get rid of that guy. They got to bring in this guy. It's more the same. LeBron James needs more help, so the Lakers trade D'Angelo Russell. We're going to talk about in this video. And I want to thank you guys, everyone across the world, everyone across the states has been supporting my channel. You guys know the deal, man. Much respect to all you guys out there. I am truly, truly humble, guys, by all support, man. It really means a lot. Much respect to all the true basketball fans. Shout out to everybody in the membership, man. Thank you, guys. It means a lot. And you guys know what to do. Turn the volume all the way up. Hit that play button. Remember, these videos are for educational purposes. And let's roll. So, yes, guys, like I said, man, I wanted to talk briefly about LeBron James, D'Angelo Russell, the Lakers trading this guy, and really what it speaks to when we talk about LeBron James on his channel. I've always told you guys, man, that LeBron James teams, they lack consistency throughout his entire career. It's not just in LA or just in Miami or things of that nature. It was always like that, the inconsistency of LeBron James teams. I want you guys to think about something. LeBron James went to Miami, right? And people might think that the Miami Heat were a consistently great team there. And yes, they won a lot of games. They had that really big win streak there. But once again, the Miami Heat, to a lot of us, underachieved. They underachieved. And why did they underachieve? Because the inconsistency of LeBron James. So in 2011, when the Miami Heat lose to the Dallas Mavericks, why was that? That was partly due, or mostly due to LeBron James, his lack of play, his lack of overall game. He didn't know how to play off ball, right? He didn't know how to be that guy. He didn't know how to lead a team. He didn't know how to do it. So he had to go and learn from a Dwayne Wade. Dwayne Wade had to go and learn from Michael Jordan and figure out how to play off ball so I could assist LeBron James so that we could be better. So he helped LeBron James help him. That's what Dwayne Wade did. Chris Bosh did the same thing. He altered his game, adjusted his game to help LeBron James. All of these guys, that's what they always have to do. So what does that do? That forces these guys to play roles that they're not accustomed to playing. And it puts everything on them to make the adjustments. It puts nothing on LeBron James. So it allows him to play his same boring, bland game, but it forces everyone around him to not do what they normally would do. So Chris Bosh is not playing his game now. Dwayne Wade's not playing his game. It forces other guys into other things that they're not used to doing or accustomed to doing. They have to cover for LeBron James oftentimes, right? They're not helping him. They're covering for him. So it leads to your team not being that consistent. So the Miami Heat went 2-4 in the finals. That's not consistency. That's inconsistent. You literally won 2 and you lost 2 when you promised 7, 8, 9, 10 championships. If you look at, once again, the preseason favorites for the Miami Heat, they were supposed to win the championship every single year, guys, when LeBron James was there. They were the preseason favorite every single season, and yet they went 2-4. So they underachieved. They were inconsistent. When we talk about LeBron James' 4-6 record in the finals, guys, we're talking about inconsistency there. That's what we're talking about. It's not about, oh, the competition. They always love to make it about the competition. This is not Jerry West being 1-8 in the finals, going against the legendary Boston Celtics with all those great players and the cohesion, the chemistry that they built over those years. He was going against a dynasty every single year. That's not LeBron James, man. LeBron James built up a super team so that he could win championships, and yet the man still lost more than he won. That goes to your inconsistent play. You're forcing your teammates to play in a system, play a way that they're not used to playing. So you force Kevin Love to play in a different style, right? Even Kyrie Irving had to adjust his game. All these other guys that come to the team, they must adjust and learn how to play around LeBron James. So there obviously is a learning curve there for these guys to figure out what they need to do to help LeBron James, not what they need to do in the offense or for the team to be successful. Everything goes back to LeBron James. So you're never going to be a consistent team at a high level for years and years and years because LeBron James is what? not doing anything on the court. He expects everyone else to do everything on the court for him. But also, it's because you're always moving pieces. So how consistent can your team be? How formidable could you be at a high level for years when you're always moving pieces, man? I've talked to you guys in the past about the core players back in the 80s and the 90s. When I grew up watching basketball, teams kept their core players together. And I touched on this in the live stream on Sunday. When we talked about the Chicago Bulls, it wasn't just Michael Jordan, right? It was B.J. Armstrong and John Paxson, Horace Grant, Bill Cartwright, Scottie Pippen's whole core there, right? You had a core group of players that you kept together for years, so they were able to be a lot better than some other teams that were better on paper. So when I told you guys about the Portland Trailblazers, look at the team that they had. These guys were together for years. That's why they were formidable. That's why they went to 2 NBA Finals in 3 seasons. Right? Because you had Clyde Drexler and Terry Porter and Jerome Kersey and Kevin Duckworth and Buck Williams. Right? You had a bunch of guys there that were there together for years. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 years these guys were together, those cores, man. So they became a formidable team because you built around your core. Guys stayed together so you become consistent. Right? Consistent. That's the key here. To be consistently great, to be a contender, be competitive consistently. To not have these up and down seasons. This is what happens. Guys getting bumped down the first round, getting bumped down the second round. Guys missing the playoffs, right? Always needing to trade, always needing this, always needing that. Underachieving. That's LeBron James' career. Underachieving, being inconsistent. You're 4-6. You've underachieved. With all the talent LeBron James has played with on his rosters over the years, this man is only 4-6 in the finals? It's actually laughable. And when we think about the D'Angelo Russell trade, what that highlights and alludes to is everything that I'm saying. More moves for LeBron James teams. Instead of being consistent, keeping the team together, building up that chemistry, the camaraderie, right? The cohesion, LeBron James always making a move. Always making a move. And more to say now. So now you've scapegoated D'Angelo Russell. It's always somebody else's fault. They had to trade D'Angelo Russell. But just remember, going into last season, guys, all the reports were the Lakers were retooled. They were revamped. LeBron James as healthy as he's been in years. That was last year, guys. Last year they said that. Darvin Ham had a team ready to go. LeBron James, healthy has been in years. The team is revamped, right? They're ready to go. Rui Hachimura, Max Christie, Austin Reeves, D'Angelo Russell, Anthony Davis. Everyone's ready to go. The Lakers are ready to go. And now we're trading D'Angelo Russell now. And they bring in some other guy who's going to do what for them? What is this guy going to do for them? Nothing. He's going to be a new scapegoat. D'Angelo Russell, once again, when LeBron James is not out there, was actually playing really good basketball, man. But once again, he has to fit outside of his role. He's not playing his game. So how can he be consistent? How can he be that guy when he's not playing the game that he's supposed to be playing? He's not even playing his position at the time. Because LeBron James has to dominate the basketball, take all these shots, you're taking away from everybody. Anthony Davis ain't Anthony Davis with LeBron James out there. Anthony Davis is literally an MVP caliber player every single season when he was in New Orleans. This man was a Defensive Player of the Year award candidate every single year when he was in New Orleans. He might have missed a lot of games in New Orleans, but when he was on the court, the man was formidable. But what is he with LeBron James? Is he more formidable with LeBron James? You would think, man, Anthony Davis with LeBron James, he's going to take him to another level. No, he didn't take him to another level. Anthony Davis is playing Anthony Davis basketball. LeBron James took him nowhere, did nothing for Anthony Davis because Anthony Davis not only has to play his game, but he also has to play and cover for LeBron James on the defensive end. And he's not getting the shot attempts that he should be getting playing with LeBron James. So I wrote down a bunch of names, guys, here, of players who have been on the Lakers roster since 2018, 2019, when LeBron James first came to the Los Angeles Lakers. Now, we didn't even mention, we didn't even mention how LeBron James has been in LA for what? 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. This is 7th season, guys, on the Lakers. 7th season. And this is 4th coach. Your 4th coach in 7 seasons? That's insane, guys. The coach is not even lasting 2 full seasons with LeBron James. That's right. Luke Walton, guys, was there his first year. They got rid of Luke Walton, who was a young coach that you would have thought would have been like an Eric Spoelstra type guy. A young guy who's with the Lakers, played for the Lakers, won championships with the Lakers with Kobe Bryant. You had him as a coach? No, they didn't want to learn and develop with him or have him build up the team. None of this stuff. They got rid of Luke Walton because LeBron James didn't want him there. Then you got Rob Pelinka. Get rid of Rob Pelinka. Then you get Darvin Ham. Get rid of Darvin Ham. Now you got J.J. Redick there, man. So once again, this goes to inconsistency. How consistent can your team be when you got 4 coaches? 4, not 2. 4 coaches in 7 seasons, guys. Where's your chemistry? Where's your consistency? This is why you guys are playing every year, man. But they want to blame the coach. You don't want to blame your organization. You don't want to blame LeBron James. You don't want to blame your star player. for load managing on you, for not playing any defense all these years? You don't want to blame him for not being a true competitor or, once again, sacrificing and taking a back seat to the other guys, playing in an actual system? You ain't going to blame him. So listen to all these names, guys, that have been in and out of the Lakers roster since 2018-19 season when LeBron James first got there, guys. I want you guys to think about this. And remember, when LeBron James went to LA, guys, that's the only time in his career that he went to another team and did not bring anybody with him. He didn't have Kevin Love coming with him, right? He didn't have Chris Bosh coming with him. He went to LA. There was no star player there. He didn't have a Dwayne Wade, right? He didn't have a Kyrie Irving there. He went there by himself. No Anthony Davis. Then what happened? LeBron James had a groin injury. He activated playoff mode, and the Lakers missed the playoffs. Missed the playoffs. That was LeBron James' first season with no help, right? Not building a super team. What happened? Couldn't do a damn thing. That's why I need Anthony Davis next year to request a trade, guys, and save his butt. I wrote these names down. KCP, you guys remember Kestavious Caldwell Pope, I believe his name is. KCP played with the Lakers for a couple seasons. I believe he won a championship with the Lakers. They traded him after the 2021 season. For whatever reason, they got rid of him. He's not there anymore. We get it. Dennis Schroeder, remember Dennis Schroeder? They brought him in after they won the championship in 2021 to be the starting point guard. Then they got rid of him, and then they brought him back in 2023, and now they get rid of him again. It's laughable how many moves these guys have made. I'm telling you guys, it's insane. Alex Caruso, you guys remember Alex Caruso was on the Los Angeles Lakers, man. He was a contributor to that team, and then he signed with the Chicago Bulls, I believe. But he's gone. They didn't bring back Alex Caruso. Scottie Pippen Jr. Scottie Pippen Jr. was on that team. A lot of people probably forget that Scottie Pippen Jr. was on that team. So the LeBron James fans love to talk about how Michael Jordan had Scottie Pippen. Well, LeBron James had Scottie Pippen Jr. I'm being funny there, right? How about Andre Drummond? You guys remember Andre Drummond, how goofy he was when he was doing that fake LeBron James lean back from the baseline? You guys remember goofy Andre Drummond, the self-proclaimed greatest rebounder in NBA's history? That's right, he was on the Lakers, Andre Drummond. You guys probably don't remember that, do you? How about Josh Hart? You guys remember Josh Hart, who plays for New York Knicks, who's a really good player, man. He's one of those glue guys. He's one of those guys, those role players that you need. He's a hustle guy. He reminds me of John Starks on the Knicks. That's what Josh Hart is to me for the New York Knicks. Josh Hart was on the Lakers, man. He ain't there no more, though, right? How about Kyle Kuzma? You guys remember Kyle Kuzma, man? He's a solid player, right? Nice young player. Kyle Kuzma, who's known for pushing LeBron James in the back to make a rotation. So shout out to Kyle Kuzma. He was on that team. How about Dwight Howard? You guys remember Dwight Howard? He was on the 2020 bubble team. They got rid of him the next year. He was gone. JaVale McGee, same thing. They had JaVale McGee. He was gone the next season. Rajon Rondo, same thing. They had Rajon Rondo on the team in 2020. He was gone the next season. And Dwight Howard and JaVale McGee were literally the reasons why Nikola Jokic struggled in the 2020 Western Conference Finals. If you guys remember, Dwight Howard was all over Nikola Jokic, being physical with him, playing that old school basketball. And we saw that he struggled against a Dwight Howard, JaVale McGee, guys who contested shots, who played defense, who were athletic. And that's why I tell you guys, I would love to see Nikola Jokic in the 90s going against Alonzo Mourning and Shaquille O'Neal and Dikembe Mutombo and Patrick Ewing and Hakeem Olajuwon and David Robinson. I would just love to see him going against some of these other guys, Rick Smith, some of these guys that had skills, man. I would love to see that. But they got rid of all those guys, Howard, McGee, Rondo. Remember Lonzo Ball? We know he's injury prone and he probably wouldn't have done anything for the Lakers, but they had him on the team, man. He had talent. Lonzo Ball didn't get a chance to play. He was gone. How about Tyson Chandler? People forget Tyson Chandler was on the Lakers, man. But Brandon Ingram, you guys remember Brandon Ingram was probably the best player that they got rid of when LeBron James got there, right? They got rid of Brandon Ingram. So Brandon Ingram, we all know. Dion Waiters was on the Lakers. You guys remember Dion Waiters? He was a good bench guy, come in, get hot. Dion Waiters, man. How about J.R. Smith? You guys remember J.R. Smith, the guy that LeBron James was blaming in 2018? Somehow he made to the roster on the Lakers, won a championship in 2020. He was on the roster, J.R. Smith. Taurean Prince, another guy, another role player that plays, I think, for the Milwaukee Bucks now. Taurean Prince was on the Lakers. How about Ivica Zubac, who's a starting center for the Clippers now? Ivica Zubac, who might make an all-star team, who's actually a quality big man down low, a solid rebounder right now for this era of NBA. That's right, Ivica Zubac, guys, was on the Lakers. People don't even realize these kinds of things. These guys were on the team, man. You guys remember Avery Bradley, injury prone. He was a solid defensive guy at that point guard position. I believe he was on the championship Lakers team in 2020. Avery Bradley. You guys remember Danny Green? Danny Green, another solid role player, played for the San Antonio Spurs for years. I'm not sure what team he's on right now. But he's just a quality role player, man. Remember, Danny Green was getting death threats playing with LeBron James because he missed that shot in the finals. Man was getting death threats playing with LeBron James, but he was part of that championship team. Danny Green, another quality player. Montrezl Harrell was on that team. Do you guys remember Montrezl Harrell? And before you guys talk to me about Montrezl Harrell, he was nobody or he wasn't anything. The year before he came to the Lakers, he was sixth man of the year, guys. That's right. Montrezl Harrell was sixth man of the year before he came to the Lakers, guys. So I believe in 2020, he was sixth man of the year. And then in 2021, he went to the Lakers. They had Montrezl Harrell on that team. Russell Westbrook was on that team. We remember he was part of that whole team that LeBron James told us to keep the same energy. And they didn't do anything. They didn't even make the playoffs or the play-in. They won, 35 games, 33 games? I remember Kendrick Perkins predicting before that season the Lakers were going to win 70 games that year, he said. 70 games. Russell Westbrook was on the team. Remember Lonnie Walker the fourth. He was on that team, another quality role player on the team. How about Thomas Bryant? You guys remember Thomas Bryant was on the Lakers, another quality player, a role player that was on the Lakers that people forget about, Thomas Bryant. Patrick Beverley was on the Lakers, another quality veteran that was on the Lakers, right? Patrick Beverley. Mo Bamba, another young guy with height, with some size, right? That was on that team that never developed into anything because LeBron James teams don't develop players. They trade players. They don't develop players, guys. You see what I'm saying here? You guys remember Carmelo Anthony was on the team of Russell Westbrook, right? And LeBron James. And they had that super team that they tried to build up. They told us to keep the same energy. It didn't work out. But Carmelo Anthony was on that team, guys. Trevor Ariza was on the Lakers. That's right, guys. Trevor Ariza was on the Lakers. You guys remember Trevor Ariza? Quality role player. I believe he won a couple championships with the Lakers. Kobe Bryant on the Lakers. Played for the Houston Rockets. He played for a bunch of teams, Trevor Ariza. But he's once again one of those quality role players on your team. But he was on the Lakers, Trevor Ariza. How about Kent Bazemore? You guys remember Kent Bazemore? He was a quality guy, a little solid role player, man. Kent Bazemore, man, right? He was on the Lakers. People probably forget about him. Remember Stanley Johnson? Another young, talented guy, about 6'6", 6'7". I think he was like a small forward shooting guard. An athlete, Stanley Johnson. I remember he was on the Pistons, I remember. And everyone was talking about, Stanley Johnson's going to be developed into something. He was on the Lakers. Did LeBron James develop Stanley Johnson? Did he, guide Stanley Johnson anywhere? No, nothing. Stanley Johnson. DeAndre Jordan was on the Lakers, guys. DeAndre Jordan was on the Lakers. You guys remember that? DeAndre Jordan on the Lakers? He was on the Lakers, DeAndre Jordan. Malik Monk was on the Lakers, who I believe is on the... He's on the Kings now? I'm not sure, but Malik Monk was on the Lakers. And Spencer Dinwiddie, guys, I wrote down here. Spencer Dinwiddie was... Remember, Spencer Dinwiddie made those really, really ridiculous comments the other day, and now we know why. He's one of the LeBron James crew. He was on the Lakers, Spencer Dinwiddie. A lot of these guys, I did not even realize were on the Lakers, and a lot of you guys probably don't realize either. I forgot about Spencer Dinwiddie was on the Lakers. Montrezl Harrell, Andre Drummond. I forgot about Josh Hart. I didn't realize Josh Hart was on the Lakers. I forgot about that, man. Carmelo Anthony, Mo Bamba, Patrick Beverley, Andre Drummond, Tyson Chandler, Brandon Ingram, Dion Waiters. Ivica Zubac, Scottie Pippen Jr., Alex Caruso. All of these guys are on that team. Now, I read these names off to say this. I'm not saying that these guys are all-time greats. They're legends. These are all-star caliber players. These guys are all greats, and these guys, are going to lead you to a championship, or, they're going to help you win a championship. What I'm saying and what I'm highlighting there is this is why your team's inconsistent. This is why the Lakers struggle. Because every team that LeBron James plays for is the same thing, guys. We could do the same thing in Cleveland. Go to Cleveland, all the guys that were traded. I told you guys, all you got to do is look at the 2017-18 season, guys. Just one season in Cleveland. And go look at the names on the roster from the beginning of the roster training camp to the end of the season final roster, guys. It's a who's who of players. Jose Calderon, Dwayne Wade, Derrick Rose, Jeff Green, Richard Jefferson. It's insane. Isaiah Thomas was on that team. Just a bunch of different guys, man. Rodney Hood. Just so many guys are on that team, in and out of the lineup, guys, making moves all season long. This is why your team is inconsistent. This is why your finals record is what it is. This is why your team is fighting for a play-in every year. You're trading the coaches. You're trading the players. Remember in the offseason, they were trying to get Klay Thompson, DeMar DeRozan, Zach LaVine. They're trying to get all these players. You always need somebody. LeBron James always needs help. But you're not having any consistency. You're not building any team up. Where's the team? Look at all these guys I read off. And now you make another trade with D'Angelo Russell and you get rid of him and get some other guy. Who would you get? What is it going to do for you? The problem is not the personnel of the Lakers or lack of. The problem is LeBron James. He's the problem. But they keep making it seem as if everything else around LeBron James is the problem. He's not the problem. He needs more help. He needs XYZ. He needs this guy to do that. He needs this coach to do this. Doesn't Steph Curry need more help? He's been playing with Draymond Green's entire career. Could you imagine LeBron James playing with Draymond Green's entire career? And this is supposed to be Steph Curry's best teammate? Draymond Green? Klay Thompson? Klay Thompson's not there no more. But he had Klay Thompson there. Klay Thompson hasn't always been great. He wasn't always consistent. Was Klay Thompson amazing in the 2022 run? No, he was not. But doesn't Steph Curry need some more help right now? He's playing with Andrew Wiggins, that same player that LeBron James did not want to develop. But no one ever talks about Steph Curry needs help, or they need to get a trade, or he needs to get a trade for this guy. As a matter of fact, weren't they just saying that LeBron James was trying to go team up with Steph Curry? It don't make any sense. Remember, guys, LeBron James' leadership style is do as I say, not as I do, right? But also LeBron James, the career has always been one of the grass is always greener. So for LeBron James, the team that he's on is never good enough. It's not the team that he wants. So whatever team that he's on, he's always looking for the next player, the next coach, another situation. That's the way it's always been. That's the way it is. The grass always greener. So he's always looking for somebody else. He needs a trade, a free agent. Instead of developing the guys that he has or playing with the hand you're dealt, pushing these guys in practice, right? Working on your game so you can help ingratiate your teammates, playing in an actual system that would help them. He won't do that. Instead, he needs more trades because LeBron James needs help. Doesn't Giannis need help? Doesn't Nikola Jokic need help? Shout to my man Scap. Doesn't Nikola Jokic need help? Don't some of these other all-time great players need help? But they don't get the promotion. They're not getting all these trades every single season. Let's count how many trades LeBron James has had throughout his career. How come they won't talk about those numbers, those quote-unquote stats? How many trades and free agents? The most in history. No one's had the amount of help that LeBron James has had in his career and still managed to lose and goof it up as much as he's done. So you guys know the deal. These are facts. LeBron James needs another trade. They blame D'Angelo Russell. They get rid of him. Once again, for what? This is what LeBron James does. The grass is always greener, guys. He refused to play any defense. He won't take any accountability for that. I just read of all these names of guys that had one time or another played on the Los Angeles Lakers. I didn't talk about other guys that are on the roster currently and how these guys have, once again, always getting scapegoated, always getting blamed. And they still promote LeBron James as a top 10 player in the NBA. When we know clearly he's nowhere near a top 10 player in the NBA. Nowhere near a top 20 player in the NBA right now. And if he is a top 10 or a top 10, 20 player in the NBA, then all that does is speak to the terrible ways that the NBA is. All that does is speak to how bad the NBA is right now. If LeBron James, playing the way that he's been playing over the last several seasons, is still a top 10 player in the league, man. It's an absolute joke, man. You guys know the deal, man. LeBron James continues to need more help, always making trades, guys. That's not a great player. LeBron James is so great, he always needs something else. Something else. The numbers that they promote for LeBron James is not account to anything. No impact. You blame it. D'Angelo Russell, I told you, I bid that post, guys, had the best plus minus on the team. You traded away that guy who had the best plus minus on the team instead of the guy who had the worst plus minus on the team? Once again, the Lakers do not need to make any moves. What they need to do is have LeBron James play less minutes and take less shots and stand around less on the court. So that would fix the Lakers. Hey, I'm telling you guys right now, if they played LeBron James for 20 minutes a game, maybe 25 minutes at most, the Lakers would be much better. Much better. You wouldn't have the amount of turnovers, the rebounding that LeBron James doesn't do, the standing around on defense that LeBron James doesn't do, the shot jacking that LeBron James does. It inhibits the entire Lakers team, guys. Those are the facts. But they continue to put the blame on others, not LeBron James. No accountability for LeBron James, man. And they make another trade, man. That's all it is. More excuses. You guys know the deal, man. I'll catch you guys on the next one.